Elasticsearch also provides a jar for easy integration between Hadoop systems and Elasticsearch. And that jar we can download from Elasticsearch website using the URL on the screen. Once you download this jar, copy it into Hive auxiliary jars path. Okay. If you remember, when we were configuring Hive, we had specified this variable to point to a location called user local lib, and here I already have this jar. Once you download it, unzip and copy it into this location. Okay. So next step is to start the Hive services. Before we start Hive, we also need to have Hadoop daemons running in the background. So let's open another terminal. I already have Hadoop daemons running, and you can start them just by typing start alt sh. Okay. So once you enter that, it will start all the Hadoop daemons. Okay, and we can check if they are running by entering JPS. As you can see, I have name node, a node manager, resource manager, secondary name node, and data node, all 5 required daemons running. Okay, now let's start Hive. You may not need this if you have Hive running in the default configuration. With the little bit of changes we did in the previous exercise, you may not need this, but I have a slightly different configuration on my machine for the Metastore, so I need to start Hive services. Okay, so let me start this, and I want it to start in background. Okay, I also need a Metastore to be running. Okay, so just give it a minute. Let it start. While this is starting, let me explain what is the difference in my environment. So by default, Hive stores all the metadata about the tables and the data we will load into it into a file-based database, which is Derby database. Okay, and it installs by default, so you don't need to change anything. But in my environment, I have pointed it to a MySQL database, which is something like Oracle database. Okay, so that's why I need to start MySQL and then also start these services. So try it out. You may not need to run these explicitly. They are available as soon as you press Hive on the prompt. Okay. So I think they are running now. So let's check. As you can see, we have 2 jars running. So I hope these are our Hive jars. But I can check specifically by pressing JPS -lm. So yeah, Hive Metastore is running and also Hive service is running. So we are good. Our server is running now. All right. So this is it. We have some more items before we can start building our data pipelines. So I'll see you in the next class.